Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Frankie here, and today I'm here to give you some tips on being a new nurse in your new role, starting your new job. Like, congrats, okay? And the ones that's graduating in May, get ready. So hopefully these tips are very helpful for you. If you have any additional tips for new grads that's starting their new job, comment it down below. We're going to go ahead and get started because I do not want to keep you guys long. So tip number one is ask questions and ask to see stuff. So being on the floor, there are things that they will be doing that you have no idea what it is. Like, I had to deal with critical drips and things. I don't know what that is, okay? I didn't know what that was. So that's when you ask questions. What are the critical drips? What does that medication do? Do you have to be signed off for it? Like, it's so many questions, okay? If it's something you haven't done in a long time, say like the second semester of nursing school or something, like putting in a Foley or IV, honey, just ask. Hey, can I see you do it? It's okay. Ask or watch someone do it, and then you go ahead and try if you're not feeling comfortable. Don't just, as new nurses, we have a problem, okay? Our problem is, in our minds, we're like, we can't ask that because we should know that. I just graduated. I should know that. I shouldn't be asked. That's a stupid question. I'm telling you right now, it's not a stupid question. Just ask, okay? Tip two, set your expectations. When you start your new job, go ahead and write down your own goals of what you want to complete for that week, okay? Or have a conversation with the nurse and just say, hey, what are some things that you expect from me this shift? Or just let them know, hey, last shift I had 3 patients. It was a little overwhelming. I would feel more comfortable if I would move back down to 2 patients because, you have to communicate. And I had this happen to me. That's why this is one of the tips, is the nurse I was with will randomly, like, I wasn't with her all the time. I only was with her like once or twice, but she would just randomly throughout the shift look at me and be like, oh, did you do this? Like, I swear she had conversations with herself, and like the results just kind of came out. Like, she'd be like, oh, did you do this on the or did you put medications on all of these patients? Like, ma'am, I didn't know I was supposed to put medications on all them patients. But no, I didn't, because I put it on the one patient that I knew I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she did it so many times through the shift. It was like I had to let her know, like, let me know the expectations at the beginning of the shift so my night can go by a little smoother. So just set your expectations from the beginning. It will make your day go by a lot faster and a lot smoother and a lot better. And you guys can be on one accord and have an understanding, okay? So tip number 3 is ask for more time. Y'all, I didn't even know you can ask for more time, okay? Being an LPN, working in nursing homes, you kind of only get like 3 days, maybe a week, maybe 2 if you're lucky, maybe a month. That's pushing it. But you don't get a lot of time to be on your own. They kind of just boot you out when they're ready to boot you out, okay? I didn't know, but I'm telling you right now, you can ask for more time. If you are not understanding the basics, you can be like, hey, I need to extend my orientation. I need more time. I don't get it. I don't feel like a safe nurse. I would like more time. There you go. You're welcome. Ask for more time. Don't let them just throw you out there, okay? Because a lot of jobs will just boot you out real quick. And they would not care how uncomfortable you are. They would not care that you don't understand the basics. They will boot you out. Once you have that license, it's on you. It's on you, okay? Don't let them do that. If you have a job that's doing that, honey, there are plenty more jobs that are hiring. You're a nurse. They need them everywhere. Boop, boop, boop. You can have a new job tomorrow. Next. All right. Tip number 4 is you will be nervous. So once you do your orientation and, you complete your weeks and you understand the basics and it's time for you to have your first shift by yourself, you're going to be nervous. That is normal because confidence comes with time. You will get more confident as the days goes on, as you're on your own. No nurse just started their nursing career super confident and knowing everything, because nursing changes a lot. So just know that you will be nervous. Like, I'm still nervous to this day on certain stuff but you will be nervous, and that is all right. You will get it. Like I said, during your shift, just ask questions. That still applies when you get on your own. Ask questions, okay? And tip number 5, I want to say. Tip number 5 is be a team player. Not only when you're going through nursing school and preceptorship and all that stuff, but when you get on your own, be a team player. Help other nurses out when they need help. And also your aides, because it helps your shifts go by a lot faster and smoother, I'm telling you. So if you're in a room taking care of a patient and the aide walks in, it is all right to be like, hey, do you need my help? If you see them finna change this patient or clean up this patient, it takes a couple seconds to be like, hey, do you need me to help you? What would you like me to do? It's that simple. I'm telling you, it's that simple. If a patient needs to use a bedpan or needs to get their urinal emptied or something quick and simple, what grinds my gears the most is nurses that will walk out of that patient room to tell the aide to do it when you were just in there. Please don't be that nurse. Do not be. I've been a patient care tech, CNA. Do not be that nurse, because that would just make that aide really not want to help you when you need help. So please be a helping hand, be a team player. It is okay. I've already experienced on a floor where the nurse and the aide did not get along, and then the nurse would disappear off the floor, which unfortunately me and my orientating nurse pretty much have to tend to her patients too, because you can't just let call lights go off. But then when she come back, then the other disappear, and then it's like, oh, I don't like her, and it's too much. It's too much drama. But the bottom line is the aide felt like she wasn't being helped because the nurse kept disappearing. She wouldn't go check on the patients when the aide would tell her. So it was making the aide very frustrated, and every right, she has the right to be frustrated. But, you know, just having that type of tension was not good on the floor, because, you know, if we can feel it, then the patients can feel it. So just be there for your aides and be helpful. And if you're an aide, be there for your nurse, because yes, we do chart and, you know, we're on the computer a lot, but we have to document a lot of stuff, which I didn't know. Story time on that another time, but we have to document pretty much everything. So you have to also understand from a nurse point of view. But again, if you're in the patient's room, just do it. You know, like, if you can do it, just do it. It's simple as that. Just freaking do it. But yeah, so that's like my little rant on that. But anyways, that is pretty much my little tips. If you have any more tips, as I did say, comment it down below. If you have any questions for me, comment it down below. But I'm sure I'm going to have a part 2 to this. But this is just what I could think of right now. So I really hope you guys found that helpful in your journey of these new roles that you guys have adapted to, because it's very exciting. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.